your guide to becoming unstoppable. 10 Easy Rules by the Protocols of Astrian. Welcome to the starting line of your most exciting adventure, the one where you become the unstoppable force you were meant to be. This isn't about becoming a different person. It's about unlocking the powerful, resilient, and focused person already inside you. Imagine a life where setbacks don't break you but strengthen you, where your energy feels limitless and your focus is laser-sharp. That life is not a fantasy waiting for other people. It is the direct result of the choices you make and the rules you live by. We are going to explore 10 simple, powerful rules that act like a personal code. This code will guide you through challenges and light up your path to incredible achievements. Get ready to turn your potential into unstoppable momentum and write a story you'll be proud of. Let's be clear. Being unstoppable isn't about being perfect or never feeling tired or doubt. It is about possessing a deep-down fire that keeps you moving forward no matter what life throws your way. It's about knowing how to recharge your batteries, steer your thoughts, and protect your time so you can do what matters most. This guide is your friendly coach, your personal toolkit, and your biggest cheerleader all in one. We will break down big ideas into daily actions that fit seamlessly into your life. So take a deep breath and decide right now that you are ready for this change. Your journey to becoming unstoppable starts in this very moment with the turning of this page. Chapter 1. Rule 1. Own your morning, own your life. Picture your morning as the launch command for your entire day. The tone you set in those first quiet hours echoes through everything that follows. This rule is about being the director of your day from the moment you open your eyes, instead of letting the world dictate your pace. You don't need a complicated 3-hour routine. You just need intentional moments that connect you to your purpose. Think of it as giving yourself a gift of clarity and calm before the day's demands come knocking. By owning your morning, you send a powerful message to yourself that you are in charge. This simple act builds a foundation of discipline that makes every other goal feel possible. Let's start by looking at what a launchpad morning really means for you. It's unique to your life and your dreams. Maybe it's 5 minutes of silence with your coffee, a short walk around the block, or writing down 3 things you're excited about. The key is to choose activities that fill you up with positive energy and a sense of control. Avoid grabbing your phone immediately. That small choice protects your mindset from other people's agendas. This sacred time is about aligning your actions with your deepest goals before outside noise can interfere. You are essentially programming your mind for success, one peaceful morning at a time. Consider how you feel on days when you rush out the door reacting to every ping and notification. You likely feel scattered and behind before you've even begun. Now imagine the opposite, a morning where you move with intention, having already done something meaningful for yourself. That feeling of accomplishment, no matter how small, creates a wave of momentum that carries you forward. It proves to you that you can keep promises to yourself, which builds incredible self-trust. Each morning becomes a practice round for the discipline you'll need for bigger challenges. You are building your unstoppable identity, one sunrise at a time. What could you try tomorrow? Perhaps drinking a glass of water while looking out the window, or reading a few pages of an inspiring book. The goal is to connect with yourself before connecting with the world. This simple shift is a game changer. Your morning ritual should feel like a welcome treat, not another chore on your endless to-do list. Experiment with different ideas until you find a combination that leaves you feeling centered and strong. Remember, consistency beats perfection. Doing a small thing regularly is far more powerful than a big thing once. Your perfect routine is waiting for you to discover it. Think of this as training the most important muscle you have, your decision-making muscle. By consciously choosing how your day starts, you strengthen your ability to make great choices all day long. You are essentially warming up your willpower and focusing your mental energy on your priorities. This practice makes it easier to say no to distractions and yes to opportunities that align with your path. Every intentional morning is a vote for the person you are becoming. It's a quiet rebellion against chaos, and a commitment to your own greatness. Get excited about tomorrow's sunrise because it represents a fresh chance to own your day. Set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier and see how that extra time transforms your perspective. Place your journal or walking shoes next to your bed the night before as a visual invitation. Watch how this single rule begins to create positive ripples in your work, your relationships, and your inner peace. You are not just changing your morning. You are changing your life's trajectory starting from the day's first light. Welcome to the first rule of being unstoppable, where every new day begins with you in the driver's seat. Chapter 2. Rule 2. Tame your inner voice, your biggest cheerleader or worst critic. Inside your mind is a constant conversation, a voice that comments on everything you do and everything you are. This voice can be your wisest friend, cheering you on through tough times, or it can be a harsh critic that magnifies every mistake. The first step to becoming unstoppable is learning to recognize which voice is speaking. You must become the observer of your own thoughts. Notice when the inner dialogue turns negative, pointing out what you can't do or how you might fail. That critical voice often sounds like protection, but it's really a trap that holds you back from taking chances. Your mission is to catch that voice in the act and gently change the channel. Think about the last time you faced a new challenge. What was the first thing your inner voice said? Did it whisper, "You've got this"? Or did it shout, "Who do you think you are"? That initial reaction shapes your entire approach and determines your level of bravery. We are going to practice turning the volume down on fear and turning the volume up on faith. You don't have to believe every thought that pops into your head. You get to choose which thoughts you entertain and give power. This is how you build mental strength, by consciously feeding the thoughts that help you grow. It's like building a playlist of encouraging songs for your mind. Let's try a simple but powerful exercise right now. Take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On one side, write down a few common negative phrases your inner critic loves to use, like "I'm not ready" or "I'll look foolish." On the other side, we are going to rewrite those phrases into empowering truths, such as "I am prepared to learn" or "I am brave for trying." This act physically shows your brain a new path, creating a script for resilience and courage. Keep this list somewhere visible and read your new truths aloud every morning. You are literally reprogramming your mind for success. Your words have immense power, especially the ones you say to yourself in quiet moments. They shape your beliefs and your reality. By changing your internal language, you change how you see yourself and how you show up in the world. Instead of saying, "This is too hard," try, "This is challenging, and I am capable of figuring it out." This small shift doesn't deny the difficulty, but it affirms your ability to handle it. An unstoppable person isn't someone who never hears doubt. They are someone who has learned to answer doubt with determination. Your new inner dialogue is your secret weapon. Imagine approaching your biggest goal with this new supportive voice by your side. How much lighter and more confident would you feel? Every time you choose encouragement over criticism, you are strengthening a new neural pathway in your brain. This pathway becomes your default setting, making positivity and possibility your automatic response. You will start to notice opportunities where you once saw obstacles, and you'll feel a surge of energy where you once felt dread. Taming your inner voice is the ultimate act of self-respect and the foundation of unstoppable confidence. The most important conversation you have all day is the one you have with yourself. Get ready to become your own greatest supporter, the one who whispers, "Keep going," when things get tough. Pay attention to your self-talk today and celebrate every time you successfully flip a negative thought. This rule is about building a friendship with yourself that is based on kindness and belief. As your inner voice becomes more encouraging, you'll find your outer world begins to transform in amazing ways. You are not silencing a part of yourself. You are teaching it a new, more helpful way to communicate. Welcome to a life where your own mind is your strongest ally on the path to becoming unstoppable. Chapter 3. Rule 3. Move your body, unleash your mind. There is a direct and powerful link between the energy in your body and the power in your mind. They are partners, not separate entities. When you feel sluggish and stiff, your thoughts tend to become slow and foggy, making every task feel like a huge effort. But when you get your blood flowing and your muscles working, your brain wakes up with vibrant clarity and new ideas. This rule is not about punishing workouts or running marathons unless that brings you joy. It's about finding movement that makes you feel alive. Think of physical activity as a magic key that unlocks mental energy, creativity, and unstoppable drive. Your body is the vehicle for your dreams, so let's tune it up. Let's break free from the idea that exercise must be boring, painful, or happen in a gym. Movement can be anything that gets you out of your chair and into your body. It could be dancing in your kitchen to your favorite song, taking a brisk walk in the park, or playing a fun sport with friends. The goal is to connect with the simple joy of being in motion, to remember what it feels like to be playful and strong. When you move with enjoyment, you release feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and melt away stress. This positive cycle makes you want to move more, creating a self-fueling engine of vitality. Your fitness journey should feel like a celebration, not a sentence. Imagine finishing a session of movement you genuinely enjoy. Your skin is flushed, your heart is pumping, and your mind feels crystal clear. In this state, problems seem smaller and solutions appear more obvious because you have shaken off mental cobwebs. Physical momentum creates mental momentum, giving you the push you need to tackle projects you've been putting off. That post-energy glow is your unstoppable superpower, ready to be directed toward your goals. Regular movement trains your resilience, teaching you that you can push through discomfort and come out stronger on the other side. You are building both physical and mental stamina with every step, jump, or stretch. What is one way you can add more joyful movement into your life this very week? Maybe it's a 5-minute stretch break every hour you work, or a weekend hike to explore nature. The key is to schedule it like any other important appointment, because caring for your body is a non-negotiable priority. Start small and be consistent. A 10-minute daily walk is infinitely better than a 2-hour workout you never start. Notice how even a small burst of activity changes your focus and resets your attitude throughout the day. You are investing in the very foundation of your unstoppable spirit. Consider how you talk about movement. Shift from "I have to work out" to "I get to energize my body and clear my mind." This change in perspective turns an obligation into a gift you give yourself, a sacred time for your well-being. On days when motivation is low, promise yourself just 5 minutes. You will often find that once you start, you want to continue. Movement is also a profound way to practice listening to your body, learning its signals for rest and for action. As you become more attuned, you build a deeper, more respectful partnership with yourself. Your body is not something to be managed. It is your partner in this incredible journey. Get excited about the energy that is waiting to be unleashed within you. Think of movement as your daily dose of power and optimism. Put on your shoes right now and take a quick lap around your home or step outside for 3 deep breaths of fresh air. Feel the immediate shift in your state. That is the spark of the unstoppable version of you coming to life. Every time you choose to move, you are voting for a more vibrant, focused, and capable you. This rule ensures your physical engine is running smoothly so your dreams can travel far. Let's move, breathe, and unleash the unstoppable force you truly are. Chapter 4. Rule 4. Feed your focus, starve your distractions. In a world that is constantly buzzing for your attention, your focus is your most precious and powerful resource. Every ping, notification, and open tab is a tiny thief, stealing seconds and minutes that add up to hours of lost potential. This rule is about becoming the guardian of your attention, deliberately choosing where to direct your mental energy each day. You train your focus like a muscle, strengthening it by consistently bringing it back to what truly matters. Imagine what you could accomplish with solid, uninterrupted blocks of time dedicated to your most important work. That deep focus is where magic happens, where you enter a state of flow and do your best work effortlessly. Let's design your personal zone of genius, a time and space where you do your most impactful work without interruption. This might mean turning off phone notifications, using a website blocker, or simply putting a Do Not Disturb sign on your door. Your environment should support your focus, not fight against it. Clear the clutter from your desk and create a physical space that feels calm and purposeful. Decide in advance what your one key task is for your focus session, so you don't waste energy deciding what to do. This preparation removes friction and makes it easy to dive deep into your work. Your zone of genius is your sanctuary for productivity and creativity. Think about how you feel after a day spent constantly reacting to emails and messages. You're busy, but you likely feel drained and unaccomplished. Now imagine a day where you dedicated 2 solid hours to a project you care about, making significant progress that fills you with pride. The difference is intentional focus versus scattered reaction. One depletes you, and the other energizes you. To starve your distractions, you must first become aware of what they are. Is it social media, news sites, or the temptation to multitask? Name your top 3 focus breakers and create a simple plan to minimize them during your work blocks. You are taking back control of your time and your mind. Let's implement a powerful strategy called time blocking. Take your calendar and assign specific tasks to specific chunks of time, treating them like important meetings. For example, block 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. for project launch work and guard that time fiercely. During this block, your only job is to focus on that single task, bringing your mind back gently whenever it wanders. Start with shorter blocks like 25 or 45 minutes, followed by a short break to recharge. This technique builds your focus stamina over time. You are teaching your brain that for this period, this one thing has your full and complete attention. The clarity and progress you will experience are incredible. Celebrate the moments you successfully protect your focus. Each time you ignore a distraction, you are strengthening your unstoppable discipline. It helps to have a parking lot notepad nearby to jot down any random thoughts or to-dos that pop up, so you can let them go and return to your task. Remember, feeding your focus is not about working longer hours. It's about working smarter with intense concentration. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your results in your work and in your life. By mastering your focus, you accomplish more in less time, freeing up space for relaxation and joy. You become the director of your mental energy, not a victim of distraction. Get ready to experience the profound satisfaction of deep work and meaningful progress. Choose one task tomorrow to give your undivided focus, and notice how much more you enjoy the process. As you practice, you'll find it easier to slip into that state of flow where time flies and your skills shine. Your ability to focus deeply will become your superpower, setting you apart in a distracted world. This rule is your declaration that your goals are worthy of your full attention. Now go feed your focus, starve the distractions, and watch your unstoppable momentum build. Chapter 5. Rule 5. Fall in love with the step, not just the summit. Big, dazzling goals can feel inspiring, but they can also feel incredibly distant and overwhelming when you focus only on the end result. This rule flips the script. The real joy and power are found in the small, daily steps that make up the journey. Think of your goal as a mountain. If you only stare at the faraway peak, the climb seems impossible and you might never start. But if you fall in love with the simple act of taking the next step, of placing one foot securely in front of the other, the entire journey becomes an adventure. Each step is a victory, a proof of your commitment, and a building block of your unstoppable character. Let's learn to celebrate the climb itself. Let's talk about the magic of getting just 1% better every single day. It sounds small, almost too easy, but the compound effect is extraordinary. If you improve by a tiny amount each day, you are not just adding to your skills, you are multiplying them over time. This mindset takes the pressure off needing massive, instant transformation and instead values consistent, steady progress. Your job is not to build the whole staircase today. Your job is to lay one solid brick. When you focus on that one brick, reading 10 pages, practicing for 15 minutes, making one phone call, you build momentum. That momentum, fueled by small wins, is what carries you to heights you once only dreamed of. Create your own progress map, a simple way to track your steps and visually see your journey unfolding. This could be a checklist on your wall, a streak in an app, or marks on a calendar. The act of recording your effort makes it real and rewarding. At the end of each day, take 30 seconds to note one small step you took toward your goal, no matter how minor it seems. This ritual trains your brain to look for and acknowledge progress, which builds a powerful sense of self-efficacy. You are collecting evidence that you are someone who takes action, which builds unstoppable confidence. Your map is not just tracking a goal, it's telling the story of your growth. Think about a skill you admire in someone else. Whether it's playing guitar, speaking a language, or building a business, they didn't achieve it in one leap. They achieved it through thousands of small, deliberate practice sessions, through showing up even when they didn't feel like it. They fell in love with the process of learning, of messing up, and of improving bit by bit. You can adopt this same mindset by finding the fun or the challenge in the daily practice, not just the final performance. Ask yourself, what can I enjoy about this step I'm taking right now? The satisfaction of consistent effort far outlasts the temporary thrill of a reached goal. On days when motivation is low, your love for the step will be your guiding light. You won't rely on feeling inspired, you'll rely on your commitment to the process. Promise yourself you'll do just 5 minutes or complete one tiny part of the task. Often, starting is the only hurdle you need to overcome. This approach removes the intimidation of a huge task and makes it easy to begin, which is 80% of the battle. Every time you honor that promise to take a small step, you strengthen your integrity and your belief in yourself. You are building the habit of showing up, which is the core habit of every unstoppable person. Get excited about tomorrow's small step, whatever it may be. See it as your daily investment in the person you are becoming. The sum of these steps is a life of intention, growth, and remarkable achievement. When you fall in love with the step, the summit naturally appears on the horizon, brought closer by your steady, joyful effort. Your journey becomes rewarding in the present moment, not just in some distant future. This rule ensures you enjoy the path to unstoppable every single day. Now take a deep breath and with love, take your very next step. Chapter 6, Rule 6, Build Your Circle of Fire. Look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. Their mindsets, habits, and energy directly influence the speed and direction of your own life. This rule is about being intentional with your inner circle, choosing to surround yourself with people who light a fire in you, not drain your spark. An unstoppable person understands that they cannot climb to new heights alone. They need a team of supporters, believers, and fellow travelers. Your circle of fire is made up of those who challenge you to be better, celebrate your wins, and lift you up when you stumble. These are your teammates in the game of life, people who share a vision of growth and possibility. Let's build your tribe. Start by identifying the people in your life who already make you feel energized, hopeful, and capable after you interact with them. These are your current sparks. Make an effort to spend more time with them, share your goals, and support their dreams in return. Next, consider relationships that consistently leave you feeling doubtful, drained, or small. It's time to kindly but firmly create more distance. You don't need drama or a big breakup. You simply need to invest less time and emotional energy there. Protecting your space is not selfish. It is essential self-care for your unstoppable journey. Your environment, especially your social environment, should be a greenhouse for your growth. Now, think about expanding your circle to include new kinds of teammates. You might need a mentor, a brainstorm partner, or someone who is a few steps ahead on a path you admire. Seek out communities, online or locally, where people gather to discuss ideas and goals that excite you. Be brave and reach out to someone you respect with a genuine compliment or a thoughtful question. Most people are happy to connect. When you find these people, focus on being a great teammate yourself. Listen actively, offer encouragement, and show up for them. A circle of fire is built on mutual respect and a shared commitment to becoming the best versions of yourselves. Imagine facing a major challenge with your circle of fire behind you. You have people to call for advice, for a pep talk, or just to listen. This support system acts as a safety net, giving you the courage to take bigger risks because you know you're not alone. Their belief in you can hold you up when your own belief wavers, reminding you of your strengths and past victories. Together, you create a collective energy that is far greater than the sum of its parts, an unstoppable force of positivity and action. Your circle reflects and reinforces the identity you are building. Choose people who see the unstoppable you, even on your less stellar days. How can you be the spark for someone else today? Send a text of appreciation, share a useful resource, or simply tell a friend what you admire about them. Leadership in your circle isn't about being the loudest. It's about being the most supportive and consistently positive. As you give this energy, you will naturally attract more of it back into your life, creating a beautiful cycle of mutual uplift. Your mission is to curate a community where everyone is committed to rising together, not competing or comparing. This is how you build a legacy of impact, one supportive relationship at a time. Get excited about the incredible people who are already in your life and those who are on their way to meet you. Your circle of fire is one of your greatest assets on this journey, a source of joy, strength, and unlimited inspiration. Be proactive in nurturing these relationships, scheduling regular check-ins, and celebrating each other's steps forward. Remember, becoming unstoppable is a team sport, and you are now the captain of your own incredible team. Surround yourself with fire, and together you will light up the world. Chapter 7, Rule 7, Embrace the beautiful mess of failure. Let's redefine the word failure right now. It is not a mark of your worth or a permanent stain on your record. Failure is simply data, a result that shows you what doesn't work, guiding you one step closer to what does. Every unstoppable person has a history of tries that missed the mark, of plans that changed, of ideas that didn't pan out as hoped. The difference is they don't see these moments as endings. They see them as essential parts of their education. They embrace the beautiful mess of learning, knowing that growth is rarely a straight, tidy line. Your next failure is not a stop sign. It's a detour sign pointing you toward a better path. Think about learning to walk as a toddler. You fell down hundreds of times, but you never labeled yourself a failure and decided to crawl forever. You were focused on the goal of walking, and each fall taught you about balance, weight, and momentum. You need to bring that same curious, persistent spirit to your goals now. When a project doesn't work or you make a mistake, ask, "What did I just learn? And how can this help me move forward smarter?" This simple shift turns a painful experience into a valuable lesson, removing the sting of shame. You are not failing, you are discovering, and discovery is an exciting process. Consider the most inspiring innovators and creators you admire. Their breakthroughs were almost always preceded by a long string of experiments that didn't work. They persisted because they valued the learning more than they feared the temporary setback. They trusted the process of iteration. You can adopt this mindset by viewing your efforts as drafts, not final products. The first draft of anything is rarely perfect, but it is necessary and worthy because it exists, ready to be improved. Give yourself permission to create a messy first draft, to have a clumsy first attempt, to make a less than perfect first offer. Action, even imperfect action, is the only path to mastery. Let's practice the art of the strong comeback. This is your plan for how you will respond when things don't go your way. Your comeback starts with self-compassion, speaking to yourself with the kindness you would offer a best friend in the same situation. Next, you extract the lesson with clear eyes, writing down 1 or 2 key takeaways you can use next time. Then, you make a simple decision. Will you adjust your approach and try again, or will you pivot to a new idea entirely? Finally, you take one small, immediate action that moves you forward, reestablishing your momentum. This four-step process transforms you from a victim of circumstance to the author of your comeback story. Imagine how much freedom you will feel when the fear of messing up no longer holds you back from trying new things. You'll start more projects, share more ideas, and take more calculated risks because you know there's no such thing as a true dead end. This adventurous spirit is a hallmark of an unstoppable life. It's a life rich with experience, learning, and resilience. The people who never fail are the people who never try anything meaningful, and that is the only real failure. Your willingness to be imperfect, to be a beginner, and to get back up is your superpower. It makes you agile, adaptable, and ultimately unstoppable. Get excited about your next beautiful mess, because it means you are playing a bigger game and stretching your abilities. Celebrate your courage for trying far more than you mourn an outcome that didn't match your hopes. Each time you embrace a setback as feedback, you build a thicker armor of resilience and a wiser mind for strategy. This rule ensures that nothing can truly stop you, because you know how to use every experience as fuel. Now go forth and try, learn, and grow with a spirit of joyful curiosity. The world needs your ideas, and the path is paved with lessons waiting to be learned. Chapter 8. Rule 8. Say no with power so you can say yes with purpose. Your time, energy, and attention are the most valuable currencies you have. Every yes you give is an investment of these precious resources. If you say yes to every request, opportunity, and invitation, you are investing your currency in other people's priorities, leaving little for your own. This rule is about becoming a strategic investor of your life, saying no to good things so you can say a full-hearted yes to the great things that align with your mission. Saying no is not rude or selfish. It is a necessary skill for protecting your focus and honoring your true commitments. When you say no with clarity and kindness, you create spaciousness for your unstoppable goals to flourish. Let's practice crafting your powerful no script. It's a simple, respectful phrase that protects your time without needing lengthy excuses. You can say, "Thank you for thinking of me. I'm unable to take that on right now as I'm focused on some other priorities." Or, "That sounds interesting, but my schedule is fully committed at the moment." The key is to be polite, firm, and not feel obligated to over-explain or apologize for your boundaries. You are stating a fact about your capacity, not rejecting the person. Having these scripts ready in your mind takes the stress out of the moment and empowers you to respond with confidence. Think about what you are saying a deeper yes to every time you say a surface-level no. When you decline an extra social event, you might be saying yes to rest, family time, or working on your side project. When you turn down a task that isn't yours to do, you are saying yes to focusing on your key responsibilities. This reframing turns the act of saying no from a negative into a positive, affirming choice for your well-being and goals. It connects your daily decisions directly to your larger vision, making it easier to pass on distractions. You are constantly choosing the life you want to build, one intentional no at a time. Consider the feeling of being overcommitted and stretched too thin. Your energy is scattered, your stress is high, and your progress on important goals stalls. Now imagine the opposite, a schedule that has breathing room, time for deep work, and space for spontaneous joy because you've guarded your time. This feeling of control and calm is the direct result of setting clear boundaries and honoring them. It allows you to show up fully present and energized for the people and projects you've consciously chosen. Your yes becomes powerful and meaningful because it's not diluted by 100 other half-hearted commitments. Start by reviewing your current commitments. Are there any that drain your energy or no longer align with where you're headed? It's okay to renegotiate or gracefully step back from obligations that you took on from an old version of yourself. Use the scripts you've practiced to communicate your changed availability with respect and honesty. As you clear this clutter from your schedule, you'll feel a weight lift and a surge of creative energy return. You are making room for the opportunities, people, and experiences that truly light you up and propel you forward. This is how you design an unstoppable lifestyle, by choice, not by chance. Get excited about the power you hold in that simple two-letter word, no. It is the key that unlocks your focus, your energy, and your ability to live with purpose. The next time a request comes in, pause before automatically saying yes. Ask yourself, does this align with my goals and values right now? And do I have the bandwidth to give this my best? Your honest answer will guide you. Saying no is an act of self-respect and a declaration that your mission matters. Now, use your power wisely, protect your time fiercely, and say yes only to what sets your soul on fire. Chapter 9. Rule 9. Fuel your curiosity forever. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop growing. An unstoppable person remains a lifelong student, forever fascinated by the world. Curiosity is your engine for innovation, your shield against boredom, and your bridge to connecting with new people and ideas. This rule is about actively feeding that sense of wonder, making learning a daily habit, not just something you did in school. It's about asking, how does that work? Or, what can I try? With the excitement of a child exploring a new playground. When you fuel your curiosity, you stay flexible, interesting, and ready to adapt to a changing world. Your mind becomes a treasure chest of ideas. Let's build your idea library, a simple system for capturing interesting thoughts, articles, quotes, and questions that spark your interest. This could be a notes app on your phone, a physical journal, or a folder of bookmarked links, anywhere you can easily collect inspiration. Whenever you hear a fascinating concept or see something beautiful, make a quick note to explore it later. Your idea library becomes a personal museum of your curiosity, a place you can visit when you need a creative jumpstart or a new perspective. It turns passive scrolling into active discovery, training your brain to look for and value new information. You are curating the fuel for your unstoppable growth. Think about a topic completely unrelated to your job or main hobbies that you've always been vaguely curious about. Maybe it's astronomy, baking, a historical period, or a new language. This week, dedicate just 30 minutes to exploring it. Watch a documentary, read a beginner's article, or listen to a podcast. This act of learning for pure joy, without a grade or a business goal, keeps your mind agile and your spirit playful. It reminds you that you are more than your job title, that you are a complex, ever-expanding human being. These diverse interests make your conversations richer and can lead to unexpected connections and opportunities. How can you bring a beginner's mind to your regular tasks? What if you approached your daily work asking, how could this be done differently? Or, what's one small thing I could improve today? This curious questioning prevents you from falling into autopilot and keeps your work engaging and fresh. It transforms routine into a series of small experiments, where even mundane tasks become opportunities for learning and slight innovation. Curiosity kills complacency, which is the enemy of an unstoppable life. By staying curious, you ensure you are always moving, always tweaking, always getting better. Imagine the confidence that comes from knowing you can figure things out. That's the confidence curiosity builds. When faced with a new challenge, a curious person doesn't freeze. They lean in and start researching, asking questions, and trying solutions. They see the unknown not as a threat, but as an interesting puzzle to solve. This adaptable, resourceful mindset is your greatest asset in an unpredictable world. You become someone who can learn any skill, understand any system, and navigate any change. Your curiosity is your built-in navigation system for uncharted territory. Get excited about the infinite number of things you have yet to learn and experience. The world is an endlessly interesting place. Make a small list of curiosity quests for the month, things you want to understand, skills you'd like to try, or places you want to learn about. Schedule a regular curiosity hour in your week, just for exploring these interests without pressure. Feed your mind with diverse inputs, and watch as it outputs more creative ideas and solutions for your life. Staying forever curious is the secret to staying forever young, vibrant, and unstoppable. Now, go ask a great question and see where the answer leads you. Chapter 10. Rule 10. Rest like a champion. Society often glorifies being busy, But burning out is not a badge of honor. It's a sign you ignored your basic needs. An unstoppable person knows that high performance requires high recovery. They understand that rest is not the opposite of productivity. It's a vital part of the cycle. This rule is about mastering the art of strategic rest. Learning to rest like a champion athlete who knows downtime is when muscles repair and grow stronger. Think of your mind and spirit the same way. They need periods of deep rest to consolidate learning, spark creativity, and rebuild energy. To be unstoppable in your action, you must be unstoppable in your commitment to recharge. Let's redefine rest. It's not just sleeping or collapsing on the couch, though that can be part of it. True, restorative rest is any activity that leaves you feeling replenished, peaceful, and reconnected to yourself. For some, that's reading fiction. For others, it's gardening, taking a long bath, or sitting quietly in nature. The key is intentional disengagement from the productive mode of your brain, allowing it to wander and reset. Schedule these rest activities into your week with the same importance as your work meetings. You are not being lazy. You are engaging in active recovery, the practice that sustains your long-term fire. Consider your sleep as the non-negotiable foundation of all your other rules. Without it, your focus, mood, and willpower crumble. Prioritize 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep by creating a calming pre-bed ritual, dim lights, put away screens, perhaps write in a gratitude journal. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, cool, dark, and quiet. Protecting your sleep is the most powerful investment you can make in your cognitive function, emotional resilience, and physical health. When you are well rested, you approach challenges with clarity and patience, and your inner critic is much quieter. Champion-level rest starts with champion-level sleep. Think about incorporating small rest stops throughout your day, not just saving all your recovery for the weekend. This could be a 5-minute meditation after a long meeting, a short walk outside at lunch, or simply closing your eyes and breathing deeply for 1 minute. These micro-rests prevent your energy from hitting empty and keep your performance steady from morning to evening. They are like pit stops in a race, allowing you to refuel and continue at top speed without breaking down. Listen to your body's signals for tiredness or distraction. It's asking for a brief pause. Honoring these signals is a sign of self-respect and smart strategy. Plan for longer periods of deep rest and play. Block out time on weekends or evenings for activities that bring you pure joy with no goal attached. Play is not just for children. It's a vital way for adults to reduce stress, stimulate creativity, and remember what it feels like to be fully in the moment. Whether it's playing an instrument, building something with your hands, or playing a sport, let yourself get lost in the fun. This kind of rest doesn't just recover your energy. It reignites your passion and reminds you why you're working so hard in the first place. Your unstoppable spirit needs joy as much as it needs discipline. Get excited about your next period of rest, seeing it as an essential training session for your mind and body. Let go of any guilt associated with taking time to recharge. It is the source of your strength, not a sign of weakness. A well-rested you is more creative, more resilient, more patient, and more joyful, all superpowers for an unstoppable life. By resting like a champion, you ensure that you can go the distance, enjoying the journey without burning out. This is the final, crucial rule that makes all the others sustainable. Now, give yourself permission to pause, recharge, and return stronger than ever. Chapter 11. Crafting your unstoppable daily recipe. Now comes the fun part, mixing and matching your 10 rules to create a daily recipe that is uniquely yours and powerfully effective. Your unstoppable daily recipe is not a rigid minute-by-minute schedule that you must follow perfectly. It's a flexible framework designed to support you. Think of it as your personal playbook, where you choose which rules to emphasize each day based on your energy and goals. Some days might focus on deep focus, Rule 4, and curiosity, Rule 9, while others prioritize movement, Rule 3, and rest, Rule 10. You are the chef of your own life, and these rules are your finest ingredients. Let's start cooking. Begin by identifying your non-negotiable daily three small actions, each from a different rule that you commit to doing no matter what. For example, your three could be: 1. Own your morning with a 5-minute quiet coffee, Rule 1. 2. Tame your inner voice by writing one positive affirmation, Rule 2. And 3. Move your body with a 10-minute walk, Rule 3. These three actions create a win streak right at the start of your day, building immediate momentum. They are your anchor habits, the consistent practices that keep you connected to your unstoppable identity even on hectic days. Keep them simple and achievable. Next, design the flow of your ideal day in blocks, not in a tight, stressful timetable. Block out time for your deep work zone, Rule 4, your learning and curiosity time, Rule 9, and your champion rest, Rule 10. Between these blocks, leave buffer space for the unexpected and for those micro-rests we talked about. Your schedule should have a rhythm that feels natural and sustainable, like breathing in and out, work and rest, focus and recovery. A flexible plan is a plan you can actually stick to because it accommodates real life. It turns your day from a series of tasks into a purposeful journey. Use your progress map from Rule 5 to track not just your big goal steps, but also your consistency with your daily 3 and other rules. At the end of each week, take 5 minutes to review what worked well and what felt challenging in your recipe. Did you need more rest blocks? Did you say yes too often and crowd your schedule? This review is not for judgment. It's for loving adjustment, like tuning an instrument to get a better sound. Your recipe will evolve as you do, becoming more refined and supportive over time. You are designing a life system that works for you, not against you. Imagine waking up and knowing exactly how you will support yourself that day, guided by your own thoughtful recipe. This knowledge brings a deep sense of calm and control, eliminating the morning scramble of what should I do. You move through your day with intention, not reaction, because you've already decided what deserves your energy. Your recipe ensures you are feeding all parts of yourself, your body, mind, focus, and spirit, creating a balanced and powerful you. This daily structure is the scaffolding upon which you will build your unstoppable achievements and your profound peace. Get excited about creating your first draft recipe today. Grab a notebook and sketch out your ideal tomorrow using the rule blocks. Remember, perfection is not the goal. Progress and personalization are. Your recipe is a living document, a testament to your commitment to showing up for yourself every single day. As you practice, you'll internalize these rules until they become second nature, your automatic way of operating in the world. You are crafting the daily habits of an unstoppable person. Now, mix your ingredients with love, follow your recipe with flexibility, and enjoy the incredible life you are creating. Chapter 12. When Motivation Fades, Your Engine Maintenance Guide. Let's be real. There will be days when you don't feel unstoppable. Motivation is a fleeting feeling like weather. It comes and goes, and you cannot build your life on such shifting ground. This chapter is your guide for those days, your engine maintenance manual for when your internal fire feels like a flicker. An unstoppable person does not wait for motivation. They have a plan for action even when inspiration is absent. They understand that discipline is simply choosing what you want most over what you want now. Your job on these days is not to achieve huge wins. It's to maintain momentum by taking the smallest possible step forward. Let's prepare your toolkit. First, expect and accept the dip. Knowing that low-energy days are a normal part of the human experience removes their power to derail you. When you feel it coming, name it. I'm in a motivation dip. This is temporary and I have a plan. This simple acknowledgement separates you from the feeling. You are not the dip, you are simply experiencing it. Refer back to your circle of fire, Rule 6. Sometimes, a quick text to an encouraging friend or listening to an inspiring podcast is the spark you need. Your support system is part of your toolkit, there to lend you belief when your own is running low. Your most powerful tool on these days is the 2-minute tactic. Look at your to-do list and ask, what is the absolute smallest 2-minute version of any task I can do? Can you just open the document? Can you just put on your workout shoes? Can you just write one sentence? The goal is not to complete the task. The goal is to master the art of starting. Starting is the hardest part, and momentum builds from the smallest initial action. Once you've spent 2 minutes, you often find you're willing to do a few more, and suddenly, you're back in motion. You've repaired your engine with a tiny, deliberate action. Create a spark file, a list of activities you know reliably give you a small boost of energy or joy. This could be your favorite song, a funny video, looking at photos of a happy memory, or stepping outside for 3 deep breaths. When you're in a dip, don't waste energy deciding what might help. Go straight to your pre-made spark file and pick one. These are not distractions. They are strategic resets for your emotional state. They are like jumper cables for your mood, designed to deliver a quick charge so you can turn the engine over and get going again. Curate this list on a good day so it's ready on a hard one. On maintenance days, double down on self-compassion Rule 2 and rest Rule 10. Speak to yourself kindly, lower your expectations, and if needed, give yourself permission to make it a true recovery day. Sometimes the most unstoppable thing you can do is listen to your body and mind and choose deep rest. A planned, guilt-free rest day is not a setback. It's a strategic part of your long-term performance plan. It prevents a minor dip from turning into a major burnout. Trust that your discipline will return stronger after you've refueled properly. Maintenance is not quitting. It's wise stewardship of your most valuable asset, you. Get excited about mastering these days because they are where true resilience is forged. When you can move forward without the crutch of motivation, you become truly unstoppable. Each time you use your toolkit, you prove to yourself that your commitment is stronger than your mood. These are the days that separate the dreamers from the doers, and you are now equipped to be a doer, no matter what. Your engine is built to last, and you have the manual to keep it running smoothly through any weather. Now tuck this guide away in your mind, and know you are always prepared. Chapter 13. The Confidence Snowball. True, unshakable confidence doesn't appear overnight. It's built slowly, like rolling a snowball down a hill, one small act of bravery at a time. This confidence isn't loud or arrogant. It's a quiet, inner knowing that you can handle what comes your way because you've handled challenges before. This rule is about intentionally creating those acts of bravery to start your snowball rolling. Each time you do something slightly outside your comfort zone, you gather a little more proof of your own capability. That proof packs onto your snowball, making it bigger and your belief in yourself stronger. Let's start gathering your proof. Identify your bravery zone, that area just outside your comfort zone where tasks feel a little scary but not paralyzing. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting, making a phone call you've been avoiding, or sharing a creative idea with someone. The key is to choose something small and doable, not a massive, terrifying leap. The goal is the action itself, not the outcome. You are collecting evidence that you are someone who faces fear and takes action anyway. Every single time you do this, you send a powerful message to your subconscious. I am brave. I can do hard things. Your I can muscle gets a direct workout. After you complete a brave act, no matter how small, take a moment to truly acknowledge it. Literally say to yourself, I did that. That was me being brave. This conscious celebration cements the experience in your mind as a win, adding another layer to your snowball. Write it down in your progress map or a confidence log. Over time, you will have a written record of your courage, a list you can read on doubting days to remind yourself of your strength. You are building a portfolio of your own resilience, and it is the most valuable document you own. Think about how you feel after you've pushed past hesitation and done the thing. There's a surge of energy, pride, and expanded possibility. That feeling is the fuel for your next brave act. Success breeds more success. Use that elevated energy to immediately identify your next small challenge, keeping the momentum going. Your comfort zone will naturally begin to expand, making what was once scary now feel normal and manageable. You are actively designing a more courageous, capable version of yourself through consistent, tiny victories. The snowball is picking up speed and size. Now, connect this practice to your larger goals. What is a brave step you could take this week toward your biggest dream? It might be sending an email, signing up for a class, or telling someone about your plan. By linking bravery to your vision, you make the scary step meaningful and purposeful. The confidence you build in small areas of life begins to spill over, giving you the courage to take bigger swings in the areas that matter most. You are not just building random confidence. You are building the specific confidence required to live your unstoppable life. Get excited about your growing confidence snowball. Each small act of bravery is a flake of snow that adds to its powerful mass. Look for opportunities every single day to step just 1 foot outside your familiar territory. Watch as your list of proof grows, and with it, your inner certainty that you are capable of amazing things. This authentic confidence, earned through action, is the bedrock of an unstoppable presence. It allows you to stand tall, speak clearly, and move toward your dreams without apology. Now go find one small brave thing to do today, and start your snowball rolling. Chapter 14. Leaving a Trail, Your Impact on Others. As you walk this path of becoming unstoppable, you'll start to notice something beautiful happening. Your energy, actions, and attitude begin to influence the people around you. You become a living example of what's possible, not by preaching, but simply by being yourself, focused, resilient, and kind. This is your legacy in motion, leaving a trail of inspiration for others to find. Your journey stops being just about you. It becomes about the ripple effect you create in your family, your friendships, and your community. When you lift yourself up, you unconsciously give others permission to do the same. Your impact is your greatest contribution. Think about the people who have inspired you in your life. They probably didn't sit you down and give you a lecture on how to live. They likely lived with a certain passion, integrity, or kindness that you observed and wanted to emulate. You have that same power now. By owning your mornings, taming your inner critic, and chasing your curiosity, you demonstrate a different way of being. Someone watching you might think, if they can prioritize their health, maybe I can too. Or if they can start a business, maybe my idea is worth trying. Your actions are a silent, powerful message of hope. Look for opportunities to be a lighthouse for someone else in your circle of fire. This means being a steady, shining source of encouragement without trying to fix or steer their journey. When a friend is doubting themselves, remind them of their past strengths. When a teammate succeeds, celebrate their win with genuine enthusiasm. Your belief in others can be the anchor they need when their own belief is storm-tossed. This is leadership without a title, the daily practice of seeing the best in people and reflecting it back to them. You help others find their own unstoppable spark. Consider sharing your journey and your lessons, not from a place of having figured it all out, but from a place of a fellow traveler. Share your struggles with the beautiful mess, Rule 7, as openly as you share your wins. This vulnerability makes you relatable and shows that becoming unstoppable is a process, not a destination. It breaks down the illusion of perfection and makes growth feel accessible to everyone. Your story, with all its steps and stumbles, could be the exact map someone else needs to find their way. Your authenticity is a gift. As your impact grows, you'll find that helping others succeed becomes one of your greatest joys. It adds a profound layer of meaning to your own efforts, connecting your personal growth to the growth of your whole community. You start to measure success not just by your own achievements, but by the positive change you help foster in others. This expansive mindset fuels your own fire with a deeper, more sustainable purpose. You are part of a chain of uplift, receiving help, giving help, and creating a culture where everyone is encouraged to become their best self. Get excited about the trail you are already leaving. Every kind word, every act of integrity, every time you choose to get back up, you are marking the path. You may never fully know whose life you've touched or inspired, but trust that your unstoppable spirit is contagious in the best possible way. Your legacy is being written in the daily choices to live with courage and heart. Keep walking your path with purpose, and know that the world is brighter because you are in it, becoming unstoppable and lighting the way for others. Chapter 15. The Unstoppable You, a Work in Progress Always. This is the most liberating truth of all. The unstoppable you is not a finished product you one day become. It is a direction, a commitment, a way of traveling through life with resilience, joy, and purpose. You are a magnificent work in progress, and you always will be, and that is something to celebrate, not fear. There is no final destination where you get a medal and stop growing. The joy is in the constant becoming, the endless discovery of new layers to your strength and creativity. Embrace the never-ending, exciting journey of being a human who is always learning, always adapting, always reaching for more. This mindset frees you from the pressure of perfection. Let go of the idea that you must have it all figured out. The most interesting people are the ones who are still curious, still asking questions, still willing to be beginners. Your unstoppable identity is fluid, changing and evolving as you apply these rules and as life presents new chapters. Some days you will feel incredibly powerful, and other days you will practice your maintenance guide. Both are part of the same beautiful journey. Your commitment is not to a fixed idea of yourself, but to the process of growth itself. You are like a river, constantly moving, shaping, and being shaped by your journey. That movement is your power. Make a promise to your future self right now. Promise that you will always be on your own side, that you will treat yourself with the kindness of a best friend. Promise that you will keep showing up, keep taking the next small step, even when the motivation isn't there. This promise is the core of your unstoppable spirit. It's a covenant of self-loyalty that no external setback can break. Your future self is counting on you to make the choices today that they will be proud of tomorrow. You are both the architect and the builder of that future, and you have all the tools you need. Look back at how far you've come just by engaging with these ideas. You've already started the journey. You've already begun to own your mornings, reframe your inner talk, and protect your focus. Celebrate that. Every single step you've taken while reading this guide is part of your unstoppable story. Carry this momentum forward, not with grim determination, but with a spirit of playful experimentation. Life is your canvas, and these 10 rules are your palette of colors. Mix them, try new techniques, and create a masterpiece that is uniquely and wonderfully yours. Get excited about the person you are choosing to become, day by day, rule by rule. There will be challenges, of course, but you now have a code to live by and a community in your heart. You have a recipe for your days and a plan for the dips. You are building confidence through action and leaving a trail of light behind you. The unstoppable you is not a myth. It is the truth of who you are when you decide to show up fully for your own life. This is not the end of a guide. It is the beginning of your greatest adventure. Welcome to the lifelong, exhilarating journey of becoming. Welcome to trusting yourself. Welcome to knowing your own strength. Welcome to being a glorious work in progress, forever growing, forever learning, forever unstoppable. The path is yours. Walk it with your head high and your heart open. Conclusion: the world is waiting for you. You now hold in your hands, and more importantly in your mind and heart, a complete guide to living an unstoppable life. These 10 rules are not magic. They are a map, tested and true, for cultivating the inner strength that already resides within you. You have explored how to start your days with power, rewrite your inner story, fuel your body and mind, protect your focus, and love the process. You've learned to build a powerful circle, embrace setbacks, set boundaries, stay curious, and rest deeply. You have a plan for the hard days and a method for building unshakable confidence. This is your toolkit. The only thing left to do is use it. Take a deep breath and make your personal unstoppable pledge. Say to yourself, I pledge to show up for myself. I pledge to use these rules as my guide, not with perfection, but with consistent effort. I pledge to be kind to myself when I stumble and to celebrate every step forward. I choose to live with purpose, passion, and resilience. This pledge is your launching point. Write it down. Say it aloud each morning. Let it be the promise that guides your choices and shapes your days from this moment forward. So where do you go from here? You start exactly where you are. You don't need a special day or a grand sign to begin. You begin with your very next decision, your very next hour. Choose one rule that calls to you most strongly and practice it today. Tomorrow, add another. Build your daily recipe one ingredient at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and you have already taken so many just by reaching the end of this guide. Trust that you are ready. The path is laid out before you. Remember, the first step is already behind you. You chose to seek out a guide for growth. You invested your time and attention in these words. That choice itself is proof of your unstoppable spirit, the part of you that knows you are meant for more and is brave enough to reach for it. Carry that proof with you. Let it be the first stone in your confidence snowball. You have everything you need. The world is not just waiting for you. It needs your unique fire, your creativity, your resilience, and your joy. Go out there and become unstoppable. Your story is just getting to the good part.